The WBC said that this fight is not a WBC title eliminator, and since Errol Spence is not interested in a fight with you, does that make Terence Crawford, next?
First off, whatever. We don't care what the WBC says. The year's not over. Keith Thurman is the most exciting fights for any champion out there. I want any belt out there. So, I've been telling y'all this for a long time. Send the effing contract. It's simple. I see a contract, it's probably gonna come looking stupid, so I'm gonna throw it right back at you, but we can work out the wording, we can negotiate, and we can have a beautiful night of boxing like we're doing right now. It's that simple, man. I negotiate. This is a real sport, okay? We're independent contractors. It happens one fight at a time, and I like making great fights, man. So whatever champion wants to step in the ring with Keith Thurman, that's who's gonna be next.
Who's more challenging for you, Errol Spence or Terence Crawford?
That's up to them, man. They're both challenging. They're both world class. That's the upper echelon, So I just look forward to it. I still believe that Crawford lets some punches slip in, but I do know he's sharp. I do know that he's fast. I do know if you just let him counter you early, that it could be your tempo that gets rocked. But that's what makes it a great fight, is that you got two dangerous and deadly fighters in the ring. That's what it's always about.
Keith, obviously the last big welterweight fight that we had was in this very building. Shawn Porter, Terence Crawford. Just wanted your thoughts on the fight, and going into the last round, you could see Terence Crawford saying, "I'm down, how am I down?" And then he came out, turned it up that notch and got the victory, obviously, that round. Just your thoughts on the fight in that moment right there.
Yeah, I love that moment, because that shows the dog in Crawford.
He's not jumping in as much as he's not jumping in like come on, bro, pay attention to it. He's not jumping in like he was Yeah, come on. Hey, we gotta go.
Right there.
Yeah, I love that moment, because that shows the dog in Crawford. You know what I mean? That he's not there to just rely on the belt, to rely on the fact that I'm champion and they got to beat the champion. I do think he was inactive. I do think it was wise of his coaches to let him know, like, wake up, boy, wake up. I do believe that he was slightly favored going into that round. I don't know how the judges really had it, but I knew he was picking up momentum in the second half of the fight. When he was moving really fast and trying to counter Shawn, he actually was missing with all his twitchy. He was trying to twitch hook, twitch uppercut, all that stuff was missing. And then about the fifth round, he slowed down. Shawn started to slow down, but in slowing down, he actually started to meet the mark. I remember one time he won a round with like one combo. It was like a 1, 2, 3. Shawn, he doesn't land clean punches, and Terence had a good defense in that fight. So, to me, it just wasn't as entertaining as I truly wanted the whole fight to be. I thought Crawford, I actually gave him a new nickname that night, Crafty Crawford. I thought he was being crafty in there. I thought he needed to be crafty, and because he was working on focusing on what to do to Shawn, he needed to show that he truly is a crafty fighter and land that beautiful punch in the later rounds, get those double knockdowns. The fight was over at that point. We saw Shawn, we saw his energy. We know his daddy stopped the fight, but the fight was over. It is what it is. And it was a good closing out performance. Not a great overall performance, in my opinion, from Crawford, but terrific closing out performance since nobody in the welterweight division stopped Shawn Porter
You feel
before
like
that
you
night.
still showed Saturday night that, you know, you still have the speed and the power of a Terence Crawford, because he's kind of faster than everybody he's getting in the ring right now, but we knew you.
He's a lightweight.
Right.
He's a lightweight
Right.
moving up. You
Right.
know, I'm fighting a lightweight. I got defeated by practically a bantamweight. You know, who knows what weight class Pacquiao is. He's every weight class. So at the end of the day, man, when we know this in boxing, the co-main event, we're going to see those hands fly. Leo Santa Cruz and them, lighter fighters are naturally faster, you know. So I've been working with young guys with great hand speed in preparation for this fight, because I expect this guy coming from a lighter division, one, to have faster hands, two, to throw more punches than bigger adversaries, right? So I think it's just going to be a great night of boxing. And if potentially my next fight was a Crawford, I think this is a good look to have somebody who has hand speed and is more of a better, I don't want to just use the word tune-up, but he's got length, he's got speed, you know, he's got pop of his own, and I think that transfers better over from Barrios Crawford than Jose Cito Lopez Manny Pacquiao. If you guys remember how 2019
Do you
went.
think Barrios gonna
Crawford
open
said
up more in
that.
this
Crawford
fight?
said that you don't have confidence in yourself, and that's why you don't want to fight him next.
First off, we don't really care what Crawford says. Crawford's in a lawsuit with Bob Arum. Crawford don't know what to do, where to focus on making money at the end of the day. Crawford should know that it's simple. They came to me with a whack proposal, never put it in writing like I asked. Write it up. Stop playing, Bob. We don't care about you anymore anyways. Crawford don't care about you anymore anyways. But write it up, send it to me. It never happened, so it never happened. Who got a written contract? Shawn Porter. Who got the fight with Crawford? Shawn Porter. End of story.
So you good with that fight happening next, though?
Look, man,
if,
I
you know?
don't care. This is what I do for a living. I just love to fight, you know? We were amateurs once upon a time. I used to do this for a trophy. I used to do it for a medal. I used to fight to make my mama and my daddy proud. Now I get to feed my family. So yeah, at the end of the day, maybe there's another fight. WBC said this is a title eliminator to a title eliminator. First off, WBC, Keith Thurman relinquished the belt, okay? You didn't have to come to me and strip me of my world title. I gave the belt back to you. Why? Man, I let you make more money, WBC, whoever your presidential WBC. Keith Thurman let you make more money. I gave up the belt so that you can go tax somebody else and go be with somebody else. That's still my belt. Pacquiao beat me, but nobody stripped me of the WBC. So first off, WBC, ABC, WBA, what? Them alphabet boys, they need to figure that stuff out. I'm a champion. Period.
So
feel
what's
like
your
Barrios-
thoughts
I'm a
on
champion.